ka jingialang jong ka kynhun ki myntri kalalong mynta ka sngi ka khatwei tarik nailar 8,000 phulai Haba kren kilat pathai khubor myntri ka Sorkar Jylla Bah Paul Lyngdoh iathuh ka Sorkar kalarai ban tyngka naka bynta ki Ophisar Sorkar kynleit pyntbit shuh da ka online ha IIM shillong but offline ha ki jaka jinghikai kiba na bar ka Jylla but ka Sorkar kan pynlut khatsan lak tyngka ka kynhun myntri kalarai ru ban Pyrkhing no ya ka Jingleit Shabar jong ki Ophisar Sorkar but lada ki Ophisar ki Jingleit Shabar ha ka sien ka baar kin ban Pynbiang Shwa ya ka Kaiphod naka Jingleit ka baningkong.
As you are aware, this is tied to clearance by the MEA, and recently, as I briefed you a couple of weeks back, the MEA has come up with very stringent conditions for even clearing such professors of visits. So this includes even the Chief Minister.
But some officers have tag
Under this particular decision, that will be one official, one visit, based on submission of a satisfactory progress report. Rationale that we decided to rationalize it.
And how many such cases, more or less?
We can only say that the frequency does not match with the results, so we decided to rationalize it.
So in the past,
Cases, reports have been submitted. In certain cases, no such reports were made, or maybe the reports were not satisfactory, because we are driven by the need to achieve results. So what we're saying today is that official, that minister, has to show results when undertaking an official visit. First is we took up the matter of toning up and upscaling the efficiency of the bureaucracy of the state, which is a very important link between the political executive and the public. So in order to facilitate that kind of facility training, today the cabinet took up the item of mid-career sponsored courses for senior level officers belonging to All India Services, MCS, MPS, MFS, Forest Service and Finance Service. In the course of the discussion, we decided that we will encourage and incentivize our officers to continue learning by pursuing courses at various universities which provide higher degree and diploma courses, and these will be undertaken by our officers without any dislocation from work, meaning that they will not be taking any leave in the course of the training. There will be no study leave. They will be in a position to undertake such courses in the weekends or post office hours. And these courses have been identified, for example, MBA for working professionals offered by IIM Shillong, Masters in Public Policy, an online course offered by the OP Jindal Global University, C Professional Certificate Programs in Data Sciences and AI offered by Indian Institute of Information Technology, Bangalore, or University of Maryland, again an online course. Then is PhD program for working professionals offered by IIM Shillong, and part-time PhD for working professionals offered by Jindal Global Law School and IITs. E. Executive Fellow in Management or PhD in Management program offered by IIMs. So to incentivize these officers, the state government has agreed to a proposal to fund the tuition fees for the program up to a limit of rupees 15 lakhs, for which there are conditions tied to it. For example, the officer should have at least 7 years of service left, should undertake the course on a part-time basis without any study leave, and every year up to 3 officers who gain admission to a course of study approved by the government will be sponsored by the government. As I said, the cap is 15 lakh as tuition fees, and will be available to all India services, Meghalaya Civil Services, Police Services, Forest Services, and Meghalaya Finance Service. And there will be a committee headed by the Chief Secretary to review and approve applications of such officers. We also approved the draft of the Independence Day speech, highlighting the various achievements of the government since it took over. And these, of course, you will be hearing on Independence Day as various dignitaries, including the governor, will be addressing the public on that particular day. So my colleague, E.T. Mandal, is here. I think
we're not questioning their competence. We're saying that even if you're competent, you should keep reorienting yourself. You may be so well educated, but if you stop reading for the last 5 years, then you're not as good as you were 5 years ago. Right? The education provider is from outside the state. For instance, I mentioned certain organizations and universities which are outside, which offer online courses. But in the case of IIM Shillong, for instance, they will have to physically undertake the course over the weekends. Enhance their capacity. Instead of reading a same note 10 times and not understanding it, after the course they will read it once and understand everything.
So, Bah Paul,
Once an officer does better after undertaking the course, he will be preferred for many departments which are better departments.